Okay, so, oh, freaking notification. Swipe. Okay, here we go again. Oh, I shake the camera when I hit my table. Been waiting for my airship dinner to stop because it makes that loud background noise, you know, when you're filming. Good old water. Okay. Cut. Y'all, it's Jo. So how are y'all doing? I don't know why I'm laughing because I spent over a minute, you know, fumbling around with words. So now I'm laughing at myself. Anyway, how are y'all doing? It's Saturday evening and here I am again. And guess what I made another one of? I know y'all are probably getting sick of seeing these things. I know some of my Zoom sisters are. They're like, you need to make something else. I will. So here's the other granny top. I think I showed y'all in the last video where I made, I just had a square and a half square made out of this beautiful blue and white yarn. It is a Yarn Bee yarn called Must Be Merino. And this is the colorway bright blue. And then there's aqua and white. Now for this size I used only about this 227 yards in these. I used a 6mm hook and these are 227 yards. Did I already say that? Anyway, so I only used about a half of the white and blue, and that is because for the majority of this top is the bright blue, they call it. And it is, I'm going to insert this in where I was talking about this yarn. And I think I told y'all that I used a half a skein of the aqua and the white. Well, I used 3 1/2 for the blue. So I would say I use approximately 2, 4, 6, 8, 900 yards, you know, under 1,000 yards for this top I'm wearing. And with a 6mm hook. So if that helps give you an idea, I always try to, like when I'm buying yarn and I think I want to make a garment out of it or have enough yarn to make something out of it, it's usually, you know, I want to get anywhere from 1,200 to 2,000 yards because if I was making a longer sweater with longer sleeves, then I would need all that extra yardage, right? For like a longer sweater. But when you use a big hook, a big yarn and a big hook, then the yardage goes pretty far. So, you know, it's all relative in what size hook you use and what size yarn you use as to how much yarn you're going to need. Okay, I'm having trouble with this top because I think I'm going to frog the last 4 rows and redo it. And if I do and I manage to get that done before, you know, this video probably won't go up till Monday or Tuesday after I have time to edit and all that jazz. So I will insert some pictures and or video if I frog this and redo it to show you, because I'll probably like it better. But I think it's really cute like this, and I think it would be really cute for a juvenile, you know, for a younger person, for a child, not even necessarily a teenager, but for a child. I think what I did on the bottom would be really cute. But it's not, yeah, I think I'm going to redo this and I'm going to show you. Okay. Eventually I'm going to get up here and show you. Oh, I might have to back up a little, but do you see this? It almost looks like rickrack on the bottom, which I think is kind of a style right now. Believe it or not, rickrack is coming back. But I did this on the bottom of this one just to try to tie in the colors up here, you know, to tie it all in. But this color, the bright blue, I think this would look much better if I just left it the solid blue and didn't add this. For one thing, it draws attention right here and gives me a straight line across my midsection, which no girl wants that. But it's, yeah, I'm gonna, so what I did was I put one row of the aqua, one row of the white, and then 2 of the bright blue. So that's 4 rows. I think I'm going to frog out and put back in with just the bright blue. So if I do that, I will show y'all the difference. Let me give it a little spin so you can see. And hopefully I don't fall off this stool. It's only about this wide. It fits just my feet on it. It's about. Yeah, so what do you think? I think that I should frog it. I'm going to lift it up here since you can't see the rest of my undershirt. But you see the this is what I did on the bottom. And talking with my girlfriends on Zoom, when I asked a bunch of them, I polled them, and everybody gave me a freaking different answer. But I think there might have been two that said, no, you need to just do it in the solid blue because of what I'm talking about, it drawing your eye and cutting off and making that line right there by your hips. So there was a couple that said, yeah, just keep it the solid. And then, because my original thought was I was going to go 2 rows white, 2 rows aqua, and 2 rows bright blue. And the more I kept thinking about it, I was like, I really want to try to tie in the top colors on the bottom, you know. I really wanted to see how that would look. And so I just decided to go with 1 row of each, just to have that little something, you know, but not make a bolder stripe. And yeah, I think it still gave me the same effect with having the stripes down around the big part. So a frogging we will go. But I wanted to show it to y'all, so I got on here to show you. And this is, I love this yarn. You know, I don't know if they still have this at Hobby Lobby or not. Must be merino. I don't think they do. I think it's one of the ones that they, you know, discontinued. But it's a 50 merino, 25 acrylic, and 25 nylon. And y'all, it is so scrumptious soft. It's got that little like silky feeling to it, and it's got like a little stretch to it. It is really nice yarn. So there we go with that. Maybe I'll make me more of a winter type of sweater, you know, with it, because it is so thick. It says it's a 3. It almost feels more like works up more like a 4. It's really, it's heavy, but it's still drapey enough, right? Well, you can't see me doing that. You know, it's still like drapey enough. And I haven't washed this yet, so you know it's going to soften up even more once I wash it. And it'll be more drapey. So, you know, I'm still going to wear this probably more like in the fall and winter than spring and summer. But yeah, so that's where we're at with granny top number. I don't even know where we're at with how many I've made, but I'll put the number here or here, and I'll let you know what number this is. Okay, so I also showed y'all last time that I was working on this neon pink. I was gonna use this one for the tutorial, and I have not, unfortunately, been able to do that. But since I don't really have plans tomorrow, I think I'm gonna work on, see, the issue with me is clutter. I have lots of clutter. I have lots of stuff. And my light box where I have been filming my tutorials happened to have gotten stuffed full, because it was like, oh, well, I think it was for Christmas. You know how when you're like having company over, and then you're like, let me stick and shove this stuff everywhere, so like then, you know, my house can appear to be somewhat decent. Well, yeah, my light box got filled up with stuff, and I've been procrastinating. Y'all, procrastinating is my middle name, in case you didn't know. It's my third name. It's Joanna Marie Procrastinating Arsenault Sperandeo. So, procrastinator, is it nader or nadine? Anyway, whatever, procrastinate. So I gotta kick my butt in gear and get that cleaned out so I can actually film the tutorials, because I can do that at night and not have to worry about fixing the hair or putting on a little makeup to make a video, right? So I need to do that, because I've been telling y'all I'm gonna do it. So I'm gonna do that. Like I said, I'm gonna try to do it in this neon excuse me, I need some water. In this neon pink. And since it's a size 1, but it's not really that, they say it's a 1. I think it's more like a 2, or maybe even, yeah, it's definitely at least a 2, if not closer to a 3. But I don't know how that's going to show up on the tutorial, right, being such a thin yarn. So like I said before, I will just mock up a smaller one in some worsted weight yarn, so it'll be more visible on a tutorial. Now what's next? Okay, y'all, I want to tell y'all, I made this video for the last one, and for some reason it didn't get put in, so now I'm redoing it. Anyway, I have been following a crochet along. Well, I lied. I'm not really following it. I'm sort of picking and choosing when I follow. Anyway, y'all, Laura with Mad Mimi's Crochet and Farming does this crochet along, a year of dishcloths from Annie's, and you can see they have dishcloths for all seasons of the year, and some really cute ones in here. So I really haven't done that many with her crochet along, but every now and then I'll pick up my hook and do a couple. So like for instance, I know I've already shown y'all these, but I only have 3, so I'll just hold them up real quick. I did the penguin, I did the reindeer, and I did the snowman, like this. So I think I want to say I did one more, but I don't have it handy dandy, but I can't remember what it might have been. Anyway, So was it 2 or maybe 3 weeks back? This was the one that was selected, was the sunshine. So I got that one done now. And she didn't choose this one yet, but I'm going to show y'all. And this is the sunflower. Now this one has not been picked yet, but I wanted to, I just saw it and I was just in that kind of mood, so I did it. But so these are my newest ones. What I really, I don't like that this doesn't have points, but this would be really cool to do, like hold a scrubby yarn with that in the middle, right? And then you have a scrubby in the middle because you see it's raised and everything. And then the cloth part on the outside. But I think I would even do this with a smaller hook to make that a tighter weave. I don't know if y'all know, when you work with cotton and then you have an open weave like that and you get it wet, it's just, it doesn't, to me, it just doesn't seem like it works well. I don't know how to explain it, but it does have, you know, the front posts, which give this little ridge here for the flower part. But I think that would be a good idea to put scrubby in the middle. Yeah, so that's a year of dishcloths she has done. She started in the fall, correct? Last year. So she's working on a season ahead of time. So you have them to use when you get to that season. So she did winter in the fall, and right, she did winter in the fall, and now she's doing spring. No, she's doing summer. Wait, she did winter in the fall, and in the winter she did spring, and then now she's working on, now it's the spring and she's working on summer. And pretty soon, before you know it, spring will be over. Oh, it already feels like summer around here. And then spring will be over and she'll be working on summer. No, I get myself confused. When spring's over, she's going to be working, she's going to work on fall in the summer. Okay, do we got that? I hope so. Anyway, it's fun. It's really cute. So y'all go check out her channel, see which one comes up next, or just do your own thing. And she loves to get pictures from y'all, and she puts them at the end of her videos when she does it once a week. So if y'all want to participate in that. She does another crochet along with hats. So if you like to make hats, she does a hat a week crochet along too. So that's it for that. And I'll just keep adding to my little washcloth or dishcloth collection, you know, when I get them done. So have y'all seen or heard about the Kindness Company putting out Crochet Nation? It's a newspaper, y'all. It's a newspaper thing, and you get it once a month. It's got a crossword puzzle in the back, and it's got all kinds of goodness inside. Well, I really wanted to order this when I first heard about it, when it was starting, and but here I am. I got issue number 4, so I haven't actually looked in it yet. I wanted to do that with y'all, but not, you know, show you everything in there, but just go through it and talk about it, talk about what I see and show you what I can. But so I think I'm going to save that for another video. So maybe that'll be a short one and it'll come out after this one, and I'll just do it today wearing this or whatever. So we'll look at this together, and I'll tell you what I think about it. So we'll do that, my first impressions, and then maybe I'll make something out of it and show you that, a follow-up. How about that? So I was kind of itching to start a new project. You all know I probably have like 999 whips, but I wanted to start something new. This ADD brain of mine is just like all over the freaking place. So I was sitting here down there, and I have a chair right there in the corner. And I was just looking around my room, and this book caught my eye. I was trying to get some inspiration. Muppets. And I want to make them all. I love the Muppets. And so I was looking through. Now, I have a few favorites. What are your favorite Muppet characters? Animal. Animal's a favorite. God, I love Fozzie Bear. Fozzie Bear. And, of course, Kermie. So, I think that, now here's the crocheted one. So, I decided why not start with the MC and start with Kermie. Why not? But here's all I got. That's the inside of his mouth. That's all I got done so far. Hi-ho, Kermit the Frog here. So, you can see his inside of his mouth is red. Oh, got a fuzzy. And so fingers crossed. Whoop, fingers crossed that I actually finish it. Keep working on it. Oh, I'm using a 3.75 hook. I normally use my 4 milli for worsted weight. This is just, I love this yarn. And but it did say to use the 3.75, which I would just ignore that and just do the 4 milli anyway. But I decided to grab the 3.75. I'm like, why not? I guess I needed a change. I need something different. So we'll see if I continue on with that. Hopefully I will. Because I'd love to get Kermie done. Wouldn't that be so cute? I know this past week or couple of weeks or a couple of months even, I keep thinking about all kinds of things I want to show y'all and talk to you about. And then, whoop, it's gone. The moment is fleeting. And I don't remember what I was thinking about I wanted to show y'all or tell y'all about. So, I'm going to have to start writing things down. Yeah. And, see, my mind just went blank. Right now. It totally goes blank. All my thoughts escape me. And I know a lot of, it has a lot to do with the ADHD, but with my mother, passing from Alzheimer's, it's got me worried, that all these little brain glimpses or glitches rather, see, I got my words mixed up, are, I hope that they're not, like a sign of what's to come. Anyway, I've been watching a lot of videos lately on like brain health. So there's a couple of doctors that I've been following that specialize in dementia and Alzheimer's, and I really like them. I'll link them down below in case you're interested in seeing what all they have to say and all the good benefits of natural supplements like mushrooms and ginger, cinnamon, turmeric, saffron. I mean, there's just all kinds of great benefits with all this goodness here on earth that God has given us. So I'm trying to go that route a little bit, so we'll see if my brain cooperates. But the biggest thing that I can't seem to get rid of is stress. So I'm hoping by the end of the year that the biggest part of my stress is going to go away. Because it's got to end one of these days. Whew, good Lord willing. I don't want to talk about it, but lots of stuff going on with my family, and maybe one day I will. I'll share a little something with you, maybe some lessons learned or advice to give, but yeah, just lots of crapola. Okay. So in the meantime, I'm just going to keep all of y'all in my prayers, and I ask that you do that for me also. Thank you so much. But I'm especially keeping our friend Desiree in my prayers. Y'all probably saw, pictures of her if you watched any of the video that I put up at the when I went to Fiber Fun in the SIP. She was there, and she's local to me, so just keep her in your thoughts and prayers also. And we'll just keep going, right? We'll just keep swimming. And everything's going to be all right. Oh, so I got to see my aunt. It was her birthday recently, and I gave her those divine hats that I showed y'all in the last video, and she loved them. She tried them on right away, and she was just she loved them, and she's just so sweet. She's so grateful and thankful. That woman, is a saint, I tell you. Just knocked the straw out of my water. So maybe I popped up a couple of pictures of her, and oh, I have some more pictures of my backyard garden, and of some other things that have been blooming. So there's there's another orchid that bloomed. There's my limes have gone from the size of a marble to a ping pong ball now. So, they're growing. And what else? Oh, there's a plant called a shrimp plant that has bloomed. There's some more lilies, like this orange and yellow bright colored lilies. There are did I show y'all last time the blooms of the Jewel of Thailand? I may have, but maybe not. Okay, no, I probably didn't. I'm looking at my pictures here. So, yeah, there's a Jewel of Thailand that blooms, every year in the spring. And it stays bloomed pretty much through mid-summer, maybe mid to late summer, and then then it goes away, and there's bulbs in the ground, so it comes back every year. So it's one of those. It's a beautiful plant, and I love that. We had an eagle sighting in our backyard, and I don't know if this picture is even going to do it justice, because I couldn't zoom in on it enough and be still enough to take a picture, a good picture. But anyway, we've been having some eagle sightings in our backyard, and so we got to keep a close eye on the cat. Let's see. Yes, Mario's been having other gigs, and he's actually at a gig right now again, but it's a private party, so I'm not going. I'm just staying here instead and trying to get some things done. So like this video. Bruce took some pictures of my grand cat and grand dog outside, Bruce and Hyde. So I just love taking pictures of them, and I love having them around. But I have one son staying with me right now, and his wife, and so these are their babies, Bruce and Pearl. And don't forget the fish. the dragonfish. So I love having them around, but one day when they move out on their own, they're looking for houses now, so that's wonderful. And I will miss them terribly. But I think I'm done with having a pet. As much as I love them, I think I'm done, because me and the hubs want to be able to come and go and travel and stuff like that, and we don't want to have to worry about, having a pet here at the house to hurry up and get back to, or to, have someone watch it if we go off, if we can't take it, or, all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I think we might be done having a pet. But I sure do love them, and I love when they come visit. I love that. And I'll be able to sit for them all the time. I'm searching through my pictures here to see if there was anything else recently. This is what triggers memories when I look at all the pictures I take. I take a lot of pictures. I like to take pictures. I don't take near as many as I used to, but I do like to take pictures. Oh, I saw a little wild rabbit in our backyard. Now, we used to have wild rabbits. I think they're called hares, right? Oh gosh, I keep getting fuzzies. So we used to have them all the time in our backyard when we first moved here, and for like 15 years. We've been here 20 years now. But I guess about 5 years ago or so, they the people that owned the property behind our fence, which was just all wooded, had a little pond, and it was just, wooded. They started clearing it, and they made the pond bigger, which is beautiful. And they have a huge piece of property and a big, beautiful home on it now. And, but our rabbits left, which I used to love seeing them in our backyard all the time. And, yeah, but we saw one. We think it's living. We have a shed like way back in the corner, it's raised up on blocks. So we think we might have a rabbit family living under there now. And I just love it, because I've had rabbit sightings now again. So I took a little picture of that through my dirty window, because if I opened the door, it surely would have been gone in New York second. But I took a picture of that rabbit. That was so cute. Yeah, so I think that's it. Oh, I don't think I've made a video since Mother's Day, so I hope y'all had a good one. Mine was great, and my youngest son came over, and he cooked for everybody, and brought this delicious cake, which I love so much. I think at Whole Foods it's called the Chantilly berry cake. So there's versions of it now in different other stores, like our Rouse's, it's called the Gentilly berry cake, so I just love that cake. It's one of my favorites. Carrot cake is just about my favorite, but that one rivals carrot cake, I would have to say. So that would be hard to choose. I would want both of them. Yeah, so that's about it that's been going on. I can't quite remember anything else that might be that I need to talk to y'all about. But if I do, I'll get right back on here. So thanks y'all for sticking around for Joe's Web number 132. And be blessed. And I'll see you next time. Bye. I hate saying that. Don't say that. What did she say? Catch me outside. How about that?